You know, I just thought I'd do a video explaining that a bit more because pretty pointless just sending in loads of texts and all that, and they're not really getting across. So I thought I'd just record this. Um, right, okay. So we was on the 4 hour. There we are. So it was on the 4 hour, and as you can see, originally we had this big impulsive move that broke this structure down here. So that was our identified point of interest. Now, if you look at the 5 minute time frame, which is where we would have gained entry, and you look at this whole scenario, you've got to think about what's happening here. So, how many people are seeing this original 4 hour move and thinking, okay, well, let me put a fib on here, and then let me get in somewhere around there. People are going to be buying, the retail are going to be buying. You're going to have lots of people trying to get in, looking at the lower time frame, potentially also trying to get in as well. So this here, before this has even happened, you see a decline in price. You see price sort of slowing down, exhausting a little bit, and then you can see two moves that happen. You see this first up move, and people are going to be buying from this point. So people are going to be, I don't know, getting in somewhere around there, having a stop loss below there, targeting wherever, and then you can see that low gets violated just the tiniest of bits, um, literally hardly violated, but it gets violated there. Then we get another move up. So at this point, people are thinking, okay, well, we're creating bullish market structure. We've created a low, we've created a high, we've created another low. Now we've created a higher high. So we're breaking market structure to the upside. So we're bullish. I'm going to get in it once again. So they get in wherever it is, and then they put their stops below the low. And then what you can see happens as soon as we sort of break past this, we get this impulsive move downwards to rinse all the people who have got their stops under here and under here. And then as soon as that happens, that means that there's the banks or whoever, commercial institutions, whatever, when they push price down here, that means they've got liquidity in the market. So they've taken all of these people out their stop losses. So then they can then get into their buy positions. But they've had to sell down to do that. So you see, once you get an impulsive move down, immediately what follows is this impulsive move upwards. And this impulsive move indicates that there's money in the move, indicates there's some form of institution behind that. So once you get that impulsive move, which then breaks this structure, after taking out these lows, that would then be a valid entry point. So as you can see here, we use institutional candles, order blocks, whatever you want to call them. The last down before the up that broke structure, and on the 5 minute, there isn't really a down in between here. The last down is here. So if you use that, just change that color. Use that, you can see how well it taps into it perfectly, and there's zero drawdown there. It absolutely shoots off from there. So that's how I would go about the lower time frame. If we don't see an impulsive break of structure, I wouldn't be getting in on the lower time frame, just because chances are they're just setting up liquidity to then be taken out and then get a move off after that. So I hope that makes a bit more sense.